Hey everyone, it's Gamefruitpulp, and welcome to another Minecraft live stream. A little bit of technical difficulties getting started there. I was supposed to be on the welcome screen while I got everything set up, and I was on Minecraft. So that was all about. But welcome and thanks for joining. Today I'm accompanied by our good friend, Mr. Star.
Ahoy.
Let me know if Star's vast commentary is too quiet, and we will adjust as required, or if the music is too loud and all those kind of things. Today we are going to be working on the CBC building. It's located in downtown Toronto, obviously, at the west end of our map, and it's quite a large building, so I don't know if we'll finish it today, but we're going to do our best. And while we're doing that, we'll talk obviously about the Building Toronto project, but also about some really exciting Minecraft stuff in general today that was happening in the past few weeks and mainly the past couple days. But I'm excited to sort of get building and all that good stuff. Hey Edmund, hey Funcola, thanks for joining. Hope you guys enjoy the stream. This building was started by ZY Chen. He built a couple walls. We're making some adjustments to it, but like I said, we're going to be building the CBC building today. It is quite a substantial building, so we'll see how much of it we can get done. Star, you're quite talkative as usual.
Yes, I am counting out the spacing for these pillars.
Oh, actually, it looks like this building will also include our first Boston Pizza, which is something substantial, I would say. Boston Pizza. Do you have Boston Pizzas in the US, or is that a Canada thing?
Sure, we have Boston.
I know you have Boston, and I know you have pizza. Do you have Boston Pizza, or is that a Canadian?
On the East Coast we do, not where I live.
Okay. Like the chain? Like the
Yes.
chain Boston Pizza? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Have you figured out the size of these blocks yet? And I feel as though this should be one wide and not two. Like
the pillars are 1.7 meters wide.
Oh, okay. So we'll do two, I guess.
The space in between the pillars is like 7.5.
So it'll basically balance out with the
That's what I'm hoping. Yes.
Okay.
Dr. Elfman is back to get the zoo up and running again.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have to transport all the animals. For those of you who are joining the stream for the first time, the Building Toronto project is a privately built project. You have to be part of the building team, but it's hosted on a public server. So if you ever want to come in and join, the IP is in the description of the stream. And those of you who do join the map while we're building get some goodies from me as a thank you. So be sure to do that if you're interested. Normally, I would be doing a lot of this size, not a lot of, but I'd be doing more of the sizing up. But because I am operating the stream and I only have one monitor, I'm forced to use a laptop for the measuring, and measuring's not very good. So while Star is getting that all set up, how about I send you guys, or I fly over to what Star and I have been working on lately, because we finished a couple of smaller builds, and we're working, a decent sized build, and then a smaller build, and then we're working on another one. So while Star is doing that, I'll fly over and show you this. Not the most, nothing to write home about, but we finished this parking garage over here. And then this construction zone over here. It looks like it will one day be a tower, but the tower construction hasn't even started yet. So for now, that's going to be a construction zone. This has been excavated. We're thinking about probably building this condo because it's almost done. It's been, I believe it's been capped off. So would probably be worth doing that building. And then we've started the brick building here with the goal of obviously finishing off this block. And then if you missed the last stream, let us warp over to Berksey Park. If you missed the last stream, oh, and here we go, we found Dr. Elephant actually. He's taking his parrot for a walk, it appears. If you missed last stream, we finished up this condo tower over here called the Spire condo. Star and I did some of that on stream, and then we finished it up off stream, but that building is all done now. With the lobby and everything as it needs to be. And it also has an NPC in it to get a quick snack if you need it and you're wandering around the city. So that's basically what you guys have missed from the last stream. If you don't watch the videos and only watch the streams, or if you don't sort of keep up with the project on my Discord, that's basically what we've had done so far. So we're going to TP back to our good friend Star and see how we're doing here on the measuring. How are we doing here on the measuring?
I believe the measuring on this side is done.
Okay. So with the measuring done, I'm going to start the building. Star's
is there any objection to me switching out this red terracotta for red concrete?
No, honestly, I was thinking potentially even using a wall block instead of that, but
I thought about the red wall, yeah. I didn't know if it was too textured.
It might be too textured, but it's just sort of a choice between whether we want the... Actually, no, I think wall might be... or a full block might be better than a wall, actually, in this case. So normally we do these builds until we get close to finishing. I don't know if that's going to happen today. This is a pretty substantial build. We'll see how our progress goes. The plan is to do... normally the streams are between 2 and 3 hours, somewhere in that sort of range. So we'll see how we're doing at that point, and then go from there. What's the red wool for? Is that just markings, or is that something?
I don't know. That was a gift from previous occupant.
Okay. Well, they've been evicted.
So the wall are red.
Pardon?
Wall are red.
Oh, definitely red.
Okay.
The wall is not the right color. Do you have the stream up on your end or no?
Yes.
Sound is all good, the music is playing and everything?
Yes, sounds good to me.
Once you're done moving the... Once we're done changing this, I'll copy this over to the next little segment.
I could have used a roll edit, but that would have been efficient.
No, we're not coping, we're copying. Go.
Brilliant.
Okay, so there's that. And then we just got to work on this little glass rounded business here.
I'll copy the wall down and start the angled glass business.
Okay. This is a pretty interesting building. It's older, but it's got quite a modern style to it. So it's going to be definitely challenging to get some of the finer details of this building in. And I think it'll be a welcome addition to our map for sure. Something a little bit different than everything else that's there. So I am quite excited for this one to be built. The interior on this is going to be a big challenge, but we'll worry about that when the time comes, and that time is not today. I'm not sure how I feel about the smooth stone, but I don't know if there's a better alternative.
You have an unnatural aversion to concrete.
This isn't concrete, this is smooth stone.
No, but to using concrete.
Oh. Well, I mean, like, the problem here is that the texture, like the blockiness is 2 blocks, like, here, but in the actual build, it's like individuals. So because we're doing too wide, I think it kind of looks weird. You get what I'm saying? No? Does anyone get what I'm saying? Like if you're looking at the actual...
I get what you're saying. Like it's segmented, but the segments aren't.
They're correct.
One
They're
block.
correct. They're wrong. The segments are wrong.
I'm just thinking how to fix that. We could do some weird business with like stone and andesite, I guess.
I don't know. I think it's fine, I guess. We'll see how it looks. We can adjust that afterwards. Let's just get the whole thing built, and then we'll figure out how we feel about it. What are we thinking about this? I think that's probably good. Sticks out a little bit, but not too much. Yeah, I think that's probably it for the glass. Just like that, and then we're using blue for the blue panes for the glass, not black.
Blue planes were what the previous tenant had.
Well, what are you thinking?
I think maybe blue or light blue on the dome, but the rest could be black.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm like looking at different time periods, and it looks pretty black for the panes. And then the glass, and my glass, I think I'll do blue though.
Okay. I'll switch that after.
Can you do me a favor and paste into the chat what we're building?
Sure. Like the Google Maps link? Or?
Yeah, just in case people want to follow along with what we're doing. Thank you. Shout out to Star, everyone. He's the real MVP of this channel.
I feel like over half of my interactions with you start with saying, "Can you do me a favor?"
Yeah, probably. If you weren't so reliable, problem is
I'll have to start being more flaky.
Yes. Next time I play in a stream with Star and I'm by myself, everyone who's here will know why. Yeah, Star, get more useless.
We get right on that. So, I guess, so what is this building in real life?
It is the office for the CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Corporation.
Ah.
Which is our, like, national state-funded broadcaster.
Like the BBC, but second place.
I would argue it's probably behind PBS as well. Maybe not, actually. I don't watch much CBC, other than Hockey Night in Canada myself. I'll, like, occasionally watch the news, but the CBC was founded because... I don't know the exact time period. Sometime in the early 90s. Basically, there was a concern about state media being, like, Canadian media being dominated by things in the United States. So they basically started the CBC to ensure that that didn't happen, is my understanding. And then, in turn now, if you turn on the CBC, it usually covers a lot of international news, which is kind of strange the way that it has changed and adapted over time to be something different than what it was sort of founded for. But it's somewhat controversial here, but I'm not going to get into that. Definitely not now, that's for sure. But their building is cool. We actually had an opportunity to... I shared it last year. I think CBC Kids did an event where they had like a server where they were going to build this. My understanding is, unfortunately, it didn't go very well. It ended up getting like... not griefed, but like... What's the word? like raided, basically. I think raided is the word, right? When people like join and start like trolling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my understanding is it got raided, but last year at some point I remember putting out a tweet about it just to try and see if anyone was interested in joining. I don't know if any of you guys did or not, but
They should have hired us to do that.
yeah.
Hey, CBC, if you're watching the stream, sponsor us.
I don't think they can sponsor, given that, as I previously mentioned, they're a state-funded agency. So that would be like the government funding the Building Toronto project. I mean, I guess you could argue we are technically a historical project. Our aim is to preserve the city.
Can we get a heritage designation?
Yes, can we get a heritage designation? That way you'll never be able to update the server again.
Oh god.
And we'll have to jump through lots of...
I'd be fine with that, actually. Do you know how much time that would save if I never had to update the server again?
Oh, speaking of which, actually, the Toronto server is now in 1.19.3. I don't think that'll make any difference for you guys from a player perspective in survival. But it is there. So that goes down to here. This. If anyone has any questions about the project or anything like that, let me know. If not, Star and I will just build away, and we will get... Eventually, we will start discussing the exciting 1.20 update stuff that has come out over the last few days. I, for one, am excited. I don't know if Star is, but...
The cherry biome has grown on me.
Oh, has it? That's good.
Yeah. I wouldn't look at it in a snapshot. It's pretty okay. The particles that come off the leaves are pretty nice.
Yeah, I think that was your big complaint, was that it wasn't ambient enough, and then...
Yeah. I have learned that apparently the things you can see on the ground in the pictures, like the little rose petal things on the ground.
Yeah.
They work like sea pickles, like you can put multiple on a block.
Yes.
But they're not renewable.
Correct.
Which I think is kind of dumb.
Well, they're renewable. You just have to let more fall off the trees, don't you?
Not from what I've heard, no.
Oh, okay.
Like they're just on the ground. You can pick them up and move them, but
we are building the CBC building, which is west of Union on Front Street. So Union is just down the way over here a little bit. Like this is the end of. You can see Union over here. So we're building just west of Union, the west end of our map, and the south end of our map as well. This is a pretty big building. It would finish off a block here. It's going to be this is going to be a multi-week build probably, but for now we will get started on it. Oh, Dr. Elephant is pulling up. The question is, does he have a zoo with him, or is it just him? On a pig. Oh dear. How did this man... Did we give him a pig last?
Oh, here he coming. He coming.
I see him. I see him. Making his way. I would say making his way downtown, but he is already downtown.
Race is passing his own battle.
How far in... Oh, you already did it. Okay. Excellent.
I think this, but it looks kind of small that I've done it.
Yeah, see, this is the problem because the pillars are too wide instead of one. So, hold on, let me see something here. Let me go down the street a bit on Street View. So it should be like 3 blocks in. Maybe one more. I don't know what to give Dr. Elephant. What do you give a man who's got a pig and a parrot? He's a man who has everything now. That's all you could need in life. A pig and
Minecraft.
A pig and a parrot. So that goes like this, and this goes in like that. One day I just come in riding the Ender Dragon with a Wither on a leash. That would be a terrifying day. Maybe in 1.20 with the slash ride abilities. Then you'd be able to do it.
Did you watch the Phoenix SC video for today?
No.
No, okay.
Do I want to?
It shows a pretty cool thing where now there's basically there's going to be a really easy way to do like left and right click detection in Minecraft now.
What do you mean left and right click detection?
Like to detect when a player left or right clicks the air or something.
Oh. That's good.
It'd be really cool to make stuff with.
So, I guess we'll talk first about the least controversial of all the items being added in 1.20, and that is, of course, the sniffer. The sniffer...
Controversial.
The least controversial, I said. The sniffer, by all accounts, has absolutely knocked it out of the park. I'm so excited for the sniffer. I like how it doesn't spawn naturally. I think that's really cool. Now, I think it's really cool, but there is an asterisk to that. If it's the only animal that's like that, I think that's kind of a missed opportunity. I think that could be a whole new sort of element to the game.
Well, they did say it was the first ancient mob.
Right. So that's my thought, is that they add more of those kind of things. It would be cool, I think, if the next one was some sort of underwater mob that was ancient, given that like there's so much cool sea life that that exists, that's sort of like prehistoric. It doesn't even necessarily need to be something that doesn't exist in the real world anymore, but I think it would just be cool if they somehow tied it into that. But I like the concept. It's different, and if they expand on it, it could be a whole other element to the game of like trying to find almost like Jurassic Park, except hopefully with a better ending, where basically like
all players in the world just die.
Well, yeah, hopefully it avoids that, but like that's my thought with the sniffer. I like the sniffing mechanics. I think they're well balanced. I think that it doesn't it doesn't get too overpowered where they pull up like a billion seeds in a minute. Like I like how I think it's an 8-minute cooldown right now. I heard yesterday. I think that's good. I'm hoping that stays like that. And I wonder if that's a thing that can be adjusted. That would be a neat server-side adjustment that you could make if that's the way it works. But I think 8 minutes is a decent time. So you get maybe 2 seed. Minecraft Day is what, 20 minutes?
Something like that.
So you'd get 2 seeds a day from each sniffer. So I think that's good. Like you get a reward, and I assume there's going to be more flowers added, given that Roger Badgerman did shared an image of more flowers, and I'm almost convinced that Roger Badgerman that he's an employee of Minecraft, that like they know about the leaks, and it's a marketing plan. Like either that or there's like a huge leak in the company, because he's right about everything he does.
Or Roger Badger Man just works for Mojang.
Maybe Roger. Well, no, I think it's certain he works for Mojang, given every leak he's had has been correct. But, yeah, Roger Badgerman is an interesting phenomena. I'm assuming everyone in the chat knows who Roger Badgerman is, but if they don't, it's someone who has been leaking Minecraft updates on Twitter and has been right about every single leak so far. I'm pretty confident we're not going to finish this building today.
Not with that attitude, we won't.
I mean, I don't know how it's going down at your end, but I'm still working on this area, this glass structure area.
Yeah.
I wish there was a tinted glass that was more opaque than the one we have. I just feel like that's something that's kind of missing. In my honest opinion.
Yep. Very much so, yes. I am a pain of it. Okay, cool. Glass angled rectangle, my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, I not gonna lie, leaving you that was not an accident. You enjoy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
What we're actually going to do here is we're going to use wall. Not this wall, though, because that's too textured and not dark enough. We're going to use this wall. That's slightly less textured and darker. We're going to have this go across for this. There's like a dark, like a design graphic on part of the glass at the entrance here. And we're going to use this as that graphic. And also this breaks like the solid glass texture that doesn't look very good. Adds a quick break from that to sort of separate it a little bit, which I think is better. And then we need to figure out the doors here. What do we got for doors?
What am I looking at?
I imagine it's the CBC building.
Well, yes, I'm just trying to... Oh, I see what I've done.
So, how's that looking? It's tough too because I'm trying to like deke around. You know, we're gonna do 5 like this, and then it's just straight glass down the middle here. Building with panes is so difficult. It's nice view of Metro Hall from here though, right now, as we build this in the background. That video came out recently, so if you haven't seen that, be sure to be on the lookout for that. But, so we got that, and then we're gonna go across like this. And we're gonna go across again. It's tall. This feels too tall. Oh no, I guess it's not too tall. No, maybe we need to do this though. That's what I think we need to do. And fill in this with more like that. Yeah, that's a little bit better. And then we just got the doors we have to do over here. Which they are regular doors. I thought at first they were revolving. They're not. So we're gonna go like this, nice and easy. The CBC building, like all the buildings with glass doors, will have an open door policy. Okay, there's that, and then we'll fix the stuff on this side. I binged every good dinosaur documentary on the face of the earth. Have you? The question is, have you also done the? Oh, I appear to have made an issue or made a mistake here.
Made an issue.
This has to be a circle. This thing here. Like I'm looking at it on Google Street View and it's a circle, or Google like the satellite view and it's a circle.
Yep.
And it goes out to here and out to here. So that's okay. Well, it's time to discover my weakness.
How is this supposed to work?
Thank you, Dr. Elephant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, so that'd be the 14th and 15th block. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right? That's the middle. That goat train is temporary. We actually have a different one we're going to be using. But if you want to go check it out, Dr. Elton, you're obviously more than welcome to. So if that's the circle, and we need 4 at the end like this, if I just continue the pattern here, how does that work? So it goes 1, 1, 2, 1. Go 1 again here. 1 again here. 1. That looks not very circular. I hate circles so much. Oh, that looks a little better, actually. That doesn't look terrible. Star is providing ample commentary as per usual. Are you here? I think Star has left. He's gotten tired of the stream. He's quit. He's definitely quit. Look at him. Looks like a quitter. The face of a man who has quit.
What's the issue?
You quit. That's the issue.
I went to go get chips.
Oh, sure you did. I can't do circles is the issue. But I think I figured it out while I was waiting for you to answer me. I just need you to tell me.
This is a very circle. This.
Okay, does this look okay to you?
Sure.
I'm so bad at circles. Like it. Look at it on street view or on satellite view and tell me if it looks okay compared to what I have.
Well, I mean, it doesn't look like a circle.
It doesn't?
What you have, it's not exactly circular, but
Well, can you assist in making it circular? Because this is my best effort. Let us sit in silence as we watch Star make a circle.
oh. Okay.
This is a master at work we're watching. Oh, I see. That does make slightly more sense as a circle than what I did. And by slightly, I mean a lot more sense. Well, I mean, it's not a Building Toronto video unless I have to build something twice, so...
This isn't even a Building Toronto video.
Live stream video, same thing.
There, half circle.
Thank you. You can return.
Hey,
your...
next time, I just need to make sure I built the circle. Let you build this dumb angled box.
So that you can go and fix that after as well.
Okay. $5 meters.
Well, we basically need to redo everything I've done so far in this video, so... Or in the stream, I should say. But... What's progress without a little bit of... setback?
I know a guy who frames houses, and he always says that you have to build every house twice. Once for yourself, and then once for the homeowner.
Sounds like it makes sense to me. But are we, in this case, we're the framer and we're the homeowner?
Yeah, we still have to build it twice, though.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining us, Canna. We are working on the CBC building in the west end of our map. Trying to figure out how to build modern glass structures that include circles without messing them up. So far, there's been limited success. Very, very limited. Okay, so that should fix this. If we stack all those down. And stack all those down. There we go. Okay, so that's fixed. That issue is resolved. Star, can you just tell me how high above the, like how high up this circle goes from here? I assume it's the same height as your, I'm assuming it's the same height as your square box, but
no, my square box is about twice as tall.
Because I can't tilt on my laptop, so.
Okay, stand by.
If you ever hear a monster under the sidewalk, it's just you. We have. Dr. Elephant is under the sidewalk. He's doing some excavation work, I guess.
6.8 meters.
Above the roof level?
Yeah, above the roof level of the spruce dome.
Okay.
Should be.
What is the?
Yeah, it should be about level with the top of the terracotta on the Metro Hall side tower.
Okay.
My box goes.
That is correct. We are doing the CBC building.
17.6 meters above the roof line.
The CBC building, which is a large undertaking, I'm quickly learning. Oh dear.
Oh, Jesus. Oops. I did oops.
I was going to say, that seems a little too tall. Just slightly.
Just a little.
Slightly too tall. Okay, so. You said 7.8 or 6.8?
6.8.
6.8. You just hear a donkey?
No.
I swear I just heard a donkey.
Maybe there's one outside.
Maybe. Okay, so there's like that, and then we do... this. Like this. One sec. Dr. Elephant's gonna go retrieve a donkey. Okay, there we go. And then andesite like this for the roof. I always feel like when I'm building a building, that the progress really feels like it starts once I start closing things off. So like now that I'm closing off part of the roof, so if you look at it, for example, on the die map, you won't see the podzol, you'll see a roof. That's when I feel like I start making progress. That's always kind of the way I've looked at it. How's your angled box going?
Have an angled wall. Not sure what exactly to do now with angled wall. I have one. Like Christmas.
So, we've talked about the sniffer and all its greatness. I think next we'll talk about the new biome, the new cherry blossom biome. I'm a big fan of it. Star is a slightly less big fan, so I think we'll let him go first with his things he doesn't like.
Well, I guess my main issue with it is it feels a lot like just it literally just replaces the meadow sometimes instead of having anything more unique about its generation. Like I've walked through it in the snapshot, and it feels kind of cool to walk through with all the particle effects everywhere, but it is still it's really just a meadow biome with a new tree in it. Where like the mangrove swamp added a ton of new blocks in the biome, and like it generates in a specific way. So it's a new piece of terrain. While this is just reskinned biome that's already there.
Now I wonder though if that's because part of it is because the biome's not done, or do you think that that's all that's gonna have?
I don't know. They could add more stuff, and I hope they do. But everything that they've shown in all of their screenshots is in. So I wouldn't be very surprised if they called it done.
When is do you know have they announced when the 1.20 update is supposed to come out?
Not that I know of.
Because normally when they add a new biome, they add a new mob specific to that biome, don't they? Typically?
No, not always.
Oh. I thought they always added a mob with the biome. I guess the sniffer would be that mob in this case.
But that's not with the biome.
No, but like normally when they release a new update, there's a new biome and a new mob, but I guess the sniffer is the mob in this case. Did you see the updates to the horse breeding?
It no longer takes the average of the parents. I saw that.
Yeah. That's correct.
I've never really been a hardcore horse tamer.
My understanding is I think it's going to be similar to the way it was done in Mo Creatures, I think.
I'm not sure how they did in that mod.
Oh, in that mod there was like a... Did you not use Mo Creatures?
Well, I had mod packs I played, but like I've never gone and tried to breed horses, really.
Mo Creatures is pretty much the only reason I ever modded Minecraft. There was two mods, that and Pam's Harvest Craft. Those are my two favorite. I still think that should be an update. They should do like an overhaul of the... an overhauling of the update, or of the like food. Like Pam's Harvest Craft just added a ton of different things you could grow and like foods you could make. I think it's an easy quality of life update that they could add, the number of items that really just, even if they all do the same amount of hunger replenishing, I think it would make a big difference to just enjoy having more for the player to do.
Yeah. Make it so that there's a wide variety of food, and have it so that not all but two are objectively bad.
Which ones are objectively bad?
Everything except steak and golden carrot.
What about gapples?
Those aren't really, sir.
I don't know. The guy on 2B2T always eats gapples.
Okay, because he's got Duke shulker boxes full of them, since you can't craft them anymore.
True. This is very true. Right, we've started Boston Pizza.
Or if they didn't feel like making different types of food actually useful, they could... I don't remember what the name of the mod is anymore, actually. But it's not like if you eat like 5 different types of food, you gain extra heart.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
I don't remember what the name of that mod is. It's like it was supposed to go with Pan's Harvest Craft because it had so many different types of food in it. So like for every 5 unique types of food you ate, you got an additional max heart. And then when you died, it like reset and you had to go eat all the foods again.
Yeah, I don't know about that though. That's kind of controversial. Like that would be a controversial update.
Kind of controversial. Makes you actually have to interact with all the foods.
I don't think there's a date yet on the new update. I think they're still rolling out stuff. But we'll see, because they've also sort of changed the way they're doing stuff, right? They said they're going to be doing more more updates, like more frequent updates that are less.
Well, so they said they were doing more of the third dot updates. It's like more of the 0.3s and the 0.2s and the point.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like 1.19.3, 1.19.4. Those.
Right. Okay. There's the entrance to Boston Pizza.
Epic. Now you get to do the weird angled awning.
Yeah. Now the question is, I wish there was half banners.
Half banners?
Yeah, like banners that were only 1 block long instead of 2 that you could use as like wallpaper.
Don't ask for too much.
Maybe a trapdoor? Because like there's not really a trapdoor. I guess I could use mangrove, but mangrove is too dark. Like because the overhang is clearly quartz.
Mm-hmm.
But the side of it is very red.
Put mangrove sign around it.
Oh, sign. Yes, good idea. Okay.
Like have it be half slab quartz and then put sign on it.
I was going to use the trapdoor, but that might work better.
Arch crane.
Building angled things is quite interesting when I have no ability to measure. The stream is in 4K, right? Or like like HD? It's just
1440p.
Okay. The preview was not, which is why I got concerned. Yeah, not 4K. It's a little bit less than 4K, I think. The one under 4K, because 4K would take too much.
It's in 2K.
2K is better than no K. All right, now the question is: should we do angled with full? This building is so weird. Are you almost done? You are not almost done.
Do you know I'm almost done?
Almost done your square.
Oh, hell no.
sorry.
I'm over here putting banners on these pillars. I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you turn the weather off?
Yes.
Why do you hate weather? You always turn off the...
I mean, not gonna lie, I dislike it most when I'm in creative. I don't know why.
It's because I think you just, like, you have the power here. That's why.
I don't have to put up with it, so
Hey, Vaughn. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we're working on CBC. We've made some progress. But Star is slacking. I'm thinking I might go to the other side and do this wall first.
Yep.
Because this Boston Pizza, I can't do it with, like, the laptop does not provide me with the facilities required.
That seems like an excuse.
Oh, it's 100% an excuse, but... But that's how it goes sometimes.
I have the power to turn off weather. You have the power to ignore the build.
Exactly. If you didn't turn off the weather, then maybe I would have continued to do that side, but...
Is that how that works?
We can pretend it is.
Okay.
So now the question is... Oh dear. This is quite something. Well, it looks somewhat more straightforward. So if that rotates, gotta rotate that 270. And paste it. Nice. Okay. Just line up proper. It does. Good. That's a great success. And then this has got to be like this. I'm from my own topping to Boston Pizza. Oh dear. Dr. Elephant is bringing some ribs. Okay, so I'm just going to focus on the wall for now. And what a wall it is.
Oh, I see what's happening. I don't like it.
If you kill the pig, do you get the saddle back?
I think so. Well, looks like we know what's got to happen.
Yeah, it looks like it's death to the pig. Very unfortunate. So then after that, there's like a weird, like maybe 2 blocks. And there's another. As a side note, like I don't know if this is what it is here. But for now, it's going to be andesite, just because it's easier to have some sort of ground. That's okay, Vaughn. We're going to be going for about 1 or 2 more hours, so hopefully you'll have a chance to join us. If not, maybe we'll catch you next time.
Union win.
Vaughn is, of course, working on Union Station. If Star and I ever finish all the outstanding builds in the building perimeter, we will join him there. I could have done this a lot more efficiently, but I find building by hand is relaxing when you do it occasionally. Assuming that I don't misinput all the blocks.
I think we should just do what
You're gonna say something controversial here, I can already tell.
I will I'll choose not continue that statement.
Thank you. When will the Toronto Zoo be built? That's a good question. I can't answer that. I don't know. I don't even know, is the Toronto Zoo on our map? Like, is it in the building perimeter? Oh, will it? I mean, the plan right now, I think I've gone over this with you guys, but the plan right now is to build whatever's outstanding on the map. So, leaving Star to pretend to be working on this wall for a little longer while we fly away. The biggest chunk that's not complete right now on our map is over here. This little pocket. We've got this full block. This block needs an interior on this building and the rest of the block. We need a tower here. Finish this. This block's not really started. This block's not started. And then this block has 2 buildings left. This is just a big parking lot. So there's this area here. And then there is an area over at the north, like central north end of the of our building perimeter that's also not done. And that's this area over here. There's this. And then over on this side of the tower, there's another full block over here. So there's a lot to be done before we seriously consider like next steps. But the plan is after that's finished, we're going to finish Union Station. Of course, the building perimeter would include Metro Toronto Convention Center, which is what this big blob is. And that is also a huge undertaking. So there's a couple of big undertakings to do. The least big of the 3 is the CBC building that we're starting today. I'd say this is the 3rd biggest. Metro Toronto Convention Center is the 2nd biggest, and Union is the largest. Union is just the most in progress, though. Vaughn has done a lot of good work at Union, so we've made some good progress there. But there's a lot of work to be done before we start thinking about progressing somewhere else. That being said, the plan right now, which obviously is subject to change, but the plan right now is after Union, we're going to continue southbound towards the lake. That would obviously include the Gardner, Scotiabank Arena, CIBC Square, CN Tower, the Roundhouse, the Sky Dome. No, it wouldn't include the Sky Dome, actually. The Sky Dome is just outside our building perimeter, but it would include the aquarium, CN Tower, the Roundhouse, a lot of stuff like that. So tons of really well-known buildings to do. But it's just about how quickly we can progress to them, right? And obviously, we want to move as quickly as we can. But at the end of the day, the project is still about enjoyment. So we move as quickly as we can while still enjoying the work that we do. Sometimes they play other things. Sometimes Star plays other things. Sometimes Star plays other Minecraft things. I pretty much the only Minecraft I play is this, which
is sad.
I think with
1. You should play survival, sir.
With 1.20, I might revisit. Might revisit Townie. We'll see. But I know that this project, like I know there's a lot of support from you guys on this project. You guys enjoy the project, and so because of that, whenever I play Minecraft, I find that I want to work on this to try and get as much of it done as I can. Which may not be like that may not be the best thing, to be honest, but that's just sort of how I feel. Um, Star, can you do me a favor?
Yes.
On this side of the building, there's like a after this, there's a section with like a hole in it. See that section?
Yes.
Can you tell me how wide that hole is?
Yes.
So
7.7 meters between the pillars.
how much?
7.7 between the pillars.
Oh, so it's the same as the rest. The rest were 7.8, right?
Yeah, it's basically the same as the cross sections.
Okay, perfect. Hey, Lucas, thanks for the question. So right now our plan is to only go as far west as we are, which is this John Street? This is John Street, right?
Yep.
John Street. We're not going to be going any farther west for now, because we want to work south. Our map goes as far west as the western border of Toronto. So our actual terrain map, this map is a one-to-one terrain of Toronto that was made by Von Frank, that has the roads and the buildings and the parks all sort of schematiced out for us so that we can have an easier time building and help us with our speed a little bit. That has the entire city of Toronto perimeter on it. So basically our long-term goal is to and this is like I don't know if I've even shared this in a stream, but I like, or shared this anywhere, but I like sort of giving you guys more info about the project in the streams than I do elsewhere as sort of like a bonus for you guys hanging out with me while I build. So the plan, if we ever get to the lake, because it's not actually that far down to Lake Ontario from where we have, I think it's about 1/3 of the north-south that we have built right now. But a lot of these are condos, and condos are a lot quicker to build than some of the other things we have because all the floors are symmetrical and they can just be copied up. So once we're down all the way to the lake with our building perimeter, the plan is to start. Basically, we're going to discuss whether we want to work west or work east, but we're also going to give builders the option of working along the subway line. So the subway line, we have somebody on the team, Frozen, who really likes building the subway. So he only builds the subway. So we have subway stations that are built that are nowhere near anything else. So like going up north, obviously the next, I don't know what the next station would be. Would it be Queen's Park? I think Queen's Park is the next station on the line, north of what we built. But whatever it is, we'll say it's Queen's Park just because I can't think of what it is. But that building, or that station's done. And so my thought is that we will have builders be able to build along the subway line in a more densified area. So right the immediate area surrounding the subway line. And then players will be visitors. Osgood, yes, I knew I was forgetting one. How can I forget Osgood, the most controversial place in all of Toronto right now? That's where the trees are. Sorry.
The 11 trees.
The 11 trees, yes. So the thought is that if we allow builders to build along the subway line and sort of have densified building there, that will allow visitors to go and basically travel along the subway. The plan is to make it so that each subway station, there's a subway car in the station on one of the two platforms with a sign at the end of it that you can use to teleport to the next area, or the next station, I should say, to allow so players can quickly travel across the city, similarly to how they could with if they were actually like taking the subway. So travel around the city, and then from there they can sort of move to all the different areas. So that's sort of the tentative plan going forward. Obviously subject to change, but hope that makes sense. I know that's a really long-winded answer to a pretty simple question, but that's sort of the answer. Now, whether we do the same thing, the problem with, like, I would like to expand east and west more, The problem is to do that, like say we did the Go line and we did it over to Exhibition, we started working on Exhibition Place. We'd have to like I would like to build the railway all the way there first, and that would be a massive, massive undertaking. So the cool thing about the way we have our map set up, which if you look at the Dyn map, is Dyn map one of the things we can say in chat, like the exclamation point things? Start.
No, but I can link it.
Sure, if you want to link it.
I can also put the command, I guess, but
whatever you prefer. Like one of the so on that Dyn map there, if you click that, it'll take you to a dynamic map of of what we have, like our world. One thing that like we could do is build other neighborhoods. The problem is that with like that map that allows us to build other neighborhoods, the problem is how are we going to get visitors there? Because the project, obviously, like the most important part of the project is getting things built. But for the last couple of years on the project, I've also been like trying to focus somewhat on improving visitor experience, because obviously a project like this with the amount of detail and specific detail that we need, not everyone is able to build. We've had lots of people that have tried out as builders that ultimately we've chosen to not have them continue with us. And that's just an unfortunate reality with what we've tried to do. Where this map, or this project, I should say, is very much intended to be as accurate as possible. And because of that, we need to say no to a lot of people. And I don't want to just have them left out in the cold. So I want to give them something they can do if they want to continue to look at the project. And one of those things is exploring the world. So because of that, we have quests that players can do. We have we've started to make it so that every restaurant we build, players can go and get food there to make sure they stay, like they don't get hungry. And so that's one of the things that we want to continue doing. And I don't want to have to build, like I don't want to build whole neighborhoods that no one can get to. And that's sort of the problem we have right now, where if we build areas that don't have any connections, whether it be transit or something else, I don't know how visitors and players would get to that area. So that's sort of where we're at with that. But like there are different parts of Etobicoke that I think would be interesting to build. There's a whole new area down at the bottom of is it Royal York, or no, I think it's Park Lawn. Bottom of Park Lawn, like that big development next to Humber Bay Park West, or Humber Bay Park, I guess is the name of it. That all those new condo towers there, that would be sort of an interesting pocket. And then there's a lot of new development along Dundas, like Dundas from Islington to the 427. That there's a ton of new development there. That could be an interesting sort of pocket to build. I don't know too much about like Etobicoke north of the subway line. I don't know too much about that. I don't know if there's anything sort of interesting to build up there as well. But Toronto's such an interesting city because it was really 5 different cities up until amalgamation, right? So you get all these different little sort of pockets. Etobicoke is, I think, that's the least available, because it just wasn't as developed. But like if you look at like Scarborough, you look at like the north end of Toronto, there's some interesting sort of pockets of neighborhoods that could be really cool to build. It's just about, like I said, figuring out what our builders want to build and figuring out the best way, if they decide what they want to build, the best way to get visitors to those places. Same thing with, the Humber College area would be cool. I think any school area, any school sort of complex would be pretty cool to build, whether it be like U of T or Toronto Metro University, or like Humber College, George Brown, York. All of them have cool sort of, because they're sort of compressed neighborhoods. Because they're sort of compressed, they're almost like little cities, right? Each school campus is like a little city. So it would be kind of interesting to have to do any of those, but we'll see what the future holds in that regard. I'm struggling greatly to figure out. I'm actually thinking, I know I normally work on a laptop on these streams. I think I need to just quickly tab over once in a while to Google Maps, and I think that would be a more effective way to...
Something not to laugh my ass off.
What?
You check your Discord when you get a chance.
Oh, okay. It doesn't help. I'm struggling to, to figure out what goes here in this little pocket. Star is distracting me with Discord messages. Are you still working on this square? What's going on here?
What do you mean? I'm doing this wall.
What wall?
This one over here.
You see? How have I done all that over there and you've done this?
Because you left this as blue stained glass and red terracotta.
Oh, did I?
No. Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. I suppose that's a reasonable excuse.
That's my excuse. I'm sticking with it.
This build is mentally more challenging than the other one we did. Spire Tower was quite easy to build, I found.
I just came around on the street view and I'm irritated.
Why, with my side?
No, okay. So I'm going to send you a screenshot. I'd like you to observe the angle. Whoever designed it should be shot.
What happened? What? What is that? Why is that like that? Oh my gosh. Send a screenshot of that in the like stream so people know what we're looking at. This building is so unnecessarily challenging, and I don't understand why it was built like this. I guess they didn't anticipate us having to build it in Minecraft when they designed the building. That could be why. Because I'm dealing with a similar thing on this end. That's what I had to open up my computer, like open up Google Maps on my computer for, and it didn't provide me with any clarity as to how to build it.
Oh.
And I'm thinking it might be the exact same thing you have over there. And that's why I can't build it. Or I don't know how to build it.
Like, this is whack.
I'm starting to understand why ZY Chen built one wall and then abandoned this. I mean, I'm making good progress on this.
That's good.
Like, I'm almost... Other than that piece there, I'm almost done this wall. And there's good street view, like... Oh, you know, actually, I've been to this, there's a Sunset Grill over here, too. I've been to this restaurant. Do you have Sunset Grills where you are, Star?
No.
That's sad. Sunset Grills are awesome. It's a breakfast place.
Oh.
I find that breakfast is... I mean, let me know if you guys agree or disagree. I feel like breakfast is by far the most affordable meal for you to, like, for someone to get, like, out at a restaurant rather than making at home. I've never understood how breakfast places make money, because it feels like they don't charge very much for what they're selling.
Just be a volume thing.
Maybe. Well, I mean, it must be, but...
Like, they make $3 off a meal.
And they just have a bunch
Sell 500 meals.
Yeah. I mean, that to be said, that there is now, like... There's, like, bougie breakfast places in Toronto that, like, are different, that you go for breakfast and you end up paying $100 still, but I'm talking about, like, the Sunset Grills of the world, where you go and you pay, like $14 for 4 eggs and hash browns and bacon and pancakes, and somehow they make it work for you. Like, that's the kind of place I'm talking about.
A diner.
Yeah. So I think that the glass... Oh, it does. Like, what's going on here? It does angle out, okay. It just angles out at a different angle than the overhang angles out. So this is what, for those watching, this is what... No, I don't want to inspect. I want to paste. This is what I'm looking at. I'm trying to figure out what we need to do to get this done. And I think what's going to happen is... Because the other part is it's like lower, like there's like a two-tiered like overhang, like this is designed by so badly. Like this doesn't look, in my opinion, it doesn't look appealing. Like, I don't think this makes it look appealing, but...
Well, good thing you're not an architect.
I also am not an architect, so I don't know. Like specifically this, like I'll put a zoomed in image of what I'm talking about in the chat, just for a better idea. Specifically this overhang on an overhang. I don't understand the appeal of that. The rest of this I like the blending. I like how there's some different style and stuff. I just don't understand what the purpose of that is. And I'm upset about it because I need to build it. Other than that, like I like the sort of blending. The blending is cool. So that's like that. And then does it go back to 0 at the other end? Is it also sloped? It is also sloped. Oh dear. Okay.
It's up 2 blocks now. Nope, up.
So it's sloped, and it ends here like this. It's too much. So let me slope by like 1. So let me just build like a fast and loose balcony here. Not with sea lanterns though, that's not good. It's like a fast and loose sort of rough in. That's usually how stuff like this, I always find better if I build it kind of like this, like just rough, really, really rough and quick. I have an easier time building it later, or building it proper and accurate, just so I have something to sort of work off of. Almost like the same way when people... This is a ridiculous analogy, but when like people make pottery, like clay pottery, they start with a blob, and they slowly work that blob down to something that actually looks like it's supposed to. That's kind of like how I think of building in Toronto, and that makes me having to build everything 4 times less embarrassing. Is I start with a blob.
There's so many analogies that were like right at hand you could have gone for.
I don't know, I feel like that one makes sense. Does that not make sense? Building Toronto is like making a clay pot. You start with a blob, and then you end with this beautiful work of art. Just make that my Twitter bio. Turning a blob of blocks into a city. Okay, so here at the Building Toronto project, we start all buildings with a sphere of blocks and carve buildings out of them. Yes, precisely. Vaughn understands now.
The next time we go to start a building, I'm just going to fill it with a sphere.
So you're done?
Let's see how you like it.
So there's the weird overhang number 1 finished. I need to now figure out how to work in this glass business. Oh, okay, there's some progress over here. Did you just give up on this south end wall? Like, what's happening?
Because this wall, this wall angles to someplace over here.
Oh,
I'm going to build this wall and then just make a line between it, so I know what the angle is.
I see. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know if you've noticed the random blob of squares on top of this building as well, like in the middle.
I've chosen to ignore them.
Okay. Is that like the Family Guy episode where Peter like runs into the house and Brian goes, "Is there everything all right?" And he goes, "Yeah, everything's okay for now. Might not be a little bit later, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it."
Basically,
that's you right now.
Yeah. Oh, I prefer this saying, "We'll burn that bridge when we come to it."
Okay, so over here, I've got black glass. I'm thinking I'm going to do it like that. And then we'll worry about the interior when we get to the interior. So not today.
I have no idea how the floors are going to line up in this thing.
So earlier, I said that building was relaxing. Building with glass panes, like building manually rather than using World Edit, building with glass panes is not relaxing.
We could have been building a nice, simple brick building, but no. That wouldn't be entertaining, you said.
No one wanted it to watch us build a half-built, scheduled for demolition brick building. Because I don't know if I told you, but that building is scheduled for demolition. It's just not been approved yet.
Is it? Oh.
Hello, welcome. Welcome to... I mean, I'm saying welcome as if they're in the stream. They might not be in the stream. If you're in the stream and you don't know, this map is hosted, because I'm assuming there might be some new people here. This map is hosted on a public Java server. So if you want to join, all you need is a Java account, and then the IP is in the description. So feel free to join if you would like to. Okay. So that's how that glass business is going to go. Oh, hello, there's another person. So I completely forgot we were also talking about 1.20 updates in the stream, and there's one big feature left that we have not talked about. And that is, of course, the archaeology. Now, that's the one thing that I feel like left a little to be desired for me. I feel like there could be a little bit more added to that update that would make it more, I don't know, I guess advanced might not be the right word, but I mean, I think the hope is that they add on more to it, and as time goes on, I think it's gonna be a thing where they sort of they start with something like it's a whole new aspect of the game. So
I think we need to make sure that plots do something.
Yeah, like it seems like there's still things that need to be done to make that a full gameplay sort of concept, but at the same time, it's newly implemented, so it would make sense that the thing's not completely finished, right? So we'll give it some time, but that's the one thing where I would like to see hopefully a bit more in the future.
If next week's snapshot is a pre-release, I'll be concerned.
I don't anticipate it will be. I don't think it will be a pre-release. I think they usually roll them out a little later in the year than that, don't they? This like the updates.
I don't think they've been.
I thought it was like consistently. I thought it was like consistently in the summer, because normally they put it like an April Fool's Day joke. Like remember they did like what was it, Minecraft 2.0? And then it's shortly after that the actual update came out.
I'm expecting the update before summer, but I don't know. Oops.
So we're making some progress here, slowly but surely. Although this build, like I said, this build is when we were building Spire Tower, I wasn't getting tired. Like I could have kept building that. It's like I had to go and Star had to go. We had like real life things, but mentally I could have kept going. This one I'm getting mentally tired, just trying to figure out how to make everything work.
Don't mind me, just coming over here and steal a pillar.
But I hope you guys are enjoying the streams. Still a relatively new thing on the channel, but I think they're a welcome addition. I think it makes my channel a little bit more sort of rounded and has a variety of content. My goal is to sort of make content that I enjoy doing. Obviously, that's the most important thing. I think for anyone, I would argue anyone, even people who do it for a living, I would argue if you're not enjoying the content you're making, you're probably like people who create content and try and do it as a job. If you're not enjoying it, then why do that versus any other job? You know, if that makes any sense. Like if the purpose of people, like most of the time, YouTube or Twitch, if people stream instead, starts as a hobby and then sort of works its way up to something a little bit more, sort of like serious, for lack of a better word. But if someone's making content, if as a result of that, people will end up making content they don't enjoy, then I question why they do it in the first place. Because if the purpose of you doing Twitch or doing YouTube was to have a hobby, and now you're getting paid to do it, but you don't like it anymore, how's that different than any other job you could have? I would argue you probably have to work harder in a lot of cases to be on YouTube than you would at another job where you'd probably get paid better. So I've always been like I've obviously been doing YouTube for a long time now, on and off. Mostly past recent history, it's been more on than off, which is good. Obviously last summer was a little bit of a different story. It didn't do that much last summer. But I've always done content that I've enjoyed doing. And the reason for that is because anytime I sort of start to venture off into content I don't like doing, I don't want to do it. I don't enjoy doing it. And for me, I don't get paid to do YouTube, so it is still a hobby, but it's just something that I'll always keep doing videos that I enjoy, but hopefully the content I'm making is something you guys enjoy as well. And that's sort of why you get the introduction of CSGO and those kind of things, because I've been enjoying playing CSGO. I didn't. Star's laughing because I didn't live stream because I played like an absolute dumpster, and it was like the worst Counter-Strike I've ever played in my life. But typically I enjoy playing CSGO. And so I figured it was something I could try. Like, if I'm gonna play it anyways, I'll try doing it on a stream and seeing if you guys enjoy it as well. I don't know if you guys did or not, but I think I'll probably do at least one more CS:GO stream and then sort of reevaluate how I feel about streaming CS:GO. If I just can't handle the pressure, then, which is, I don't know if that was it. Like, I was a little nervous before streaming CS because I was worried I was going to suck. And those fears are obviously for good reason, because I did suck. But hopefully next time I stream it, which might be next week, I'm better. But again, who knows, right? I don't know for sure. I might be bad again, and if I'm bad again, and I don't enjoy losing. I'm a pretty competitive person, and so if I end up playing really poorly again and sort of getting salty on stream, I'll probably stick to that, like Minecraft streams, unless you guys enjoy it. Like, I don't know how many of you guys were there, or how many of you, if any of you at all, were there for that stream. I don't know if you guys liked it or not, but yeah, that's sort of why, in case someone was wondering, like, why all of a sudden I'm back doing Counter-Strike videos after not doing any for so long. That's sort of why. It's because I want to play. I know, like, Counter-Strike is a very niche sort of community, and in a way Minecraft is as well. But it's the two games I enjoy playing, and so
I feel like at this point, Counter-Strike is a smaller community.
Well, certainly Minecraft is the most viewed game on YouTube almost every year. So I would say without a doubt it's smaller. But I don't enjoy, like, I thought I was gonna get Call of Duty and I didn't end up buying it. I don't know why I didn't buy it, but I didn't. And so I probably won't buy it at this point because it's been so long that usually they release a new Call of Duty like every year. There's no point really buying it anymore. But it was just sort of like I wanted to do, like, I'm playing a first-person shooter. I want to be able to make content out of it and then sort of share it with you guys. And so I figured the best way to do that would be a live stream and seeing how you guys thought it was and seeing if you enjoyed it. And if you do, then I'll keep doing more. And if not, then I'll just play for myself, basically. Minecraft will probably always be my primary content. But in the meantime, and that's going to be Minecraft, like, proper, like Java. I'm going to do some Bedrock once in a while as well. I don't think I'm going to play Minecraft Legends. If I'm being honest, I'm not really that interested in it. It's not really my kind of game. I could see how other people might want to play it, like, but it's not really a game style that I've ever really been interested in, so I probably won't play that. I might try it out, just to say I tried it, but other than that, I don't anticipate playing it much. Making some good progress here, actually, on this area. As I talked, I was being productive. Any questions in chat? Chat is very quiet today. Anyone have any questions they'd like answered? About the project, about me as a content creator? About doing your own YouTube? Like, I've been doing, obviously I'm not very popular, but I've been doing YouTube for a long time. So if you have any questions just about doing, like, if you're thinking about doing a YouTube channel and you have questions about it, I'd be happy to answer those as well. Whatever you guys have questions on. This is really, the live stream sort of format for me was always intended to be a conversation with you guys and sort of connect with you guys and that kind of good stuff. So, is Dr. Pepper a real doctor? What do you think? What do you think, Star?
I think so.
You think so? You think he is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'd say Dr. Pepper has a doctorate in something.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not a doctor in medicine. It might be in marketing. I could see him having a doctorate in marketing, perhaps. RJ, are you watching the stream, or are you just exploring? If you watch the live stream, just as a reminder, if you watch the live stream and you join the server while I'm live streaming, you get rewards. And the rewards are based on how often you join. So if you're a frequent joiner, then you get better rewards than if you're a less frequent joiner. Yes, there we go. Awesome. Okay, well, thank you for joining the stream and the server. I think this is your first time on Bolt, so we will give you your rewards. There you go. Enjoy. How's it going over there? Oh, wow. You've made some huge moves.
I am not sure what to make this the stone slab out of, other than stone slab, but because I don't think smooth stone would look good.
As in, like, this current, you think you make it out of this?
Stone is my current best thing I can think of.
Iron blocks?
Maybe.
I think iron blocks would be better than that, personally.
Sure.
Hello, Aziz. Thank you for joining the stream. We're working on the CBC building in Toronto in Minecraft. It's a rather challenging building, more challenging than I initially anticipated, if I'm being honest. But we're getting through it, making some progress. Bit by bit. If you see me sort of tab over to the inventory for a while, the reason for that is that I am just trying to figure out what to build with, and sometimes I'm using a laptop to look at Street View, but sometimes I need measurements and things like that, and because of that, I need to tab over to my computer where I can get better measurements. Chris, I noticed your message about how you're getting used to Minecraft. Right now, we have pretty much every way to die other than standing on a magma block turned off. So, I believe you should be fine to fly around without concern in the Elytra you just got. So, enjoy. And thanks again for joining the stream and joining the server. There are a number of quests I think he was. I can't see it anymore because I keep flying over to the Ritz and the message comes up in chat. But Star, maybe you can see. Was his first time joining today the server, or has he joined before? RJ script. There was one that had joined before.
I believe he joined for the first time on the 11th.
Okay. Well, regardless, there's some quests scattered around throughout the map. We're always adding more if you're interested in doing any of those. And welcome to the map. Is that your phone?
Fine? No.
That's fine. It's a 1-800 number. I'll be sure not to answer that. It's not even, it's my work phone. It's not my... Like, how does that phone get calls from spam? I don't understand. Anyway.
Some overlapping nonsense.
Thanks, Chris. I'm glad you like the project. There have been times where I think this is normal in any sort of project. I've sort of considered moving on to other things. And this awesome support I've received from the community from working on this is sort of what keeps me motivated to keep building and keep chipping away with the team and trying to find new builders and all that kind of stuff, because it's been so awesome with the amount of support that the project has gotten. Just seeing that the project like is appreciated and that we're doing something that people think is really cool, which I also think is cool, which is why I started doing it. But it really just sort of makes it all worth it. So thank you for the kind words and thanks for your support. I know that's why Star does it. Star just does it for the accolades. He's called Star because he's obsessed with being a star.
Oh, okay, that's it.
Isn't that right? Is that not right, Star? That's definitely why you do it.
I mean, I'll go with that, I suppose.
I appreciate you allowing me to just outright lie about you. That's true friendship. When you allow your friends to outright lie about you on live streams, that's the true measure of friendship, I think.
I'll remember that in the future.
I'm going to come to regret those words, I think.
Oh, definitely.
Awesome, yeah, that'd be great, Chris. And I'll be sure to check out that...
Oh, what?
Oh, goodbye. I'll be sure to check out your page as well.
My game just decided no, it did not want to tap back to Minecraft.
I think that's a user problem.
Probably. What is going on over here?
Have we moved into Minecraft music yet, or are we still listening to Alpine? If you tell me you can't tell the difference again, Star, I'm gonna seriously give up on you.
This definitely isn't Alpine.
Okay.
$28 meters in.
kind of a mess. This this little overhang here. I don't really understand it, but I think that's about right.
Building has so much crap on its roof.
Yeah, it's very, very, very modern, and it's like not new modern either. Like I feel like new modern is quite minimalist, whereas this modern is more like kind of in your face. If that makes any sense. At least in Toronto, like the new modern buildings and towers in Toronto and houses, I guess, as well, are very like they have a lot of glass and they have a lot of different sort of straight lines and stuff. But I feel like this has got more sort of just things scattered throughout than
Like it's just clutter.
yeah, it's very strange. I'm
Like
assuming
newer
that's a
buildings are going to
question.
want to put all their HVAC behind, like behind a decorative wall. This one just has all of its HVAC just out in the. It's very confident with its HVAC.
There's some that's actually called something. I can't remember. In one of Alpine's videos, he mentioned what that was called. One of his recent ones. The hiding it behind things. I need to do some cord management under my computer. All the like Ethernet cables and stuff are just kind of hanging there, and so when I'm trying to I shake my foot a lot when I just exist, and I feel like it's being picked up by the mic. I don't know if it is or not, but
I can't hear you.
now you probably can't hear. I mean, that's probably because of the sound reduction thing that's turned on for OBS, so it's not picking it up. That is going to be my next investment, though, is a new mic. I think I've accidentally broken mine because there's always like a cell phone staticky kind of noise in the background. OBS helps get rid of it a good amount, but it's a shame because I really like this mic. I don't really want to get a mounted like sort of the ones like all the professional YouTubers get. I don't really want one of those because I'm not at that level. And I have like in my house, my office, I have like a kind of nice sort of built-in desk, and I don't want to put holes in it for a microphone, but I might just get another one of these Razer minis. I'm assuming that I have kinked, not kinked, what's the word? You put like a bend in a wire. Is it kinked?
Yeah.
I think I've kinked the wire somewhere along the way of when I moved or who knows when, but
Bad noises. Hey everyone, it's Gamefruitpulp.
yeah, I mean, the production quality's come a long way since that, at least, so. And my channel's grown so much since then, I doubt most of the people watching right now even know what you're talking about.
That's sad.
It's sad because a lot of the OG, sort of the original people who were subscribed to the channel, like, because my channel's been around so long, I do have a lot of sort of subscribers that are just inactive now. That's not to say that the new, the community I have is awesome. It's just once in a while I get comments from people who have been subscribed for like a long time, like years, and those are always really cool. I haven't gotten one of those for a while, but because I used to do a whole different thing before Toronto. I used to do some weird stuff, some survival series and modded series and those kind of things, and I don't really do those anymore. Not because of Toronto per se. I stopped enjoying that kind of Minecraft, which is why I stopped doing it. But I used to have a sort of a different channel style, really, way back when. This looks like it's sharper in this direction, slightly. That maybe. I think that works.
Hello, Snow, my old friend.
I mean, pretty soon it's going to go back to rain.
So happy to have come again.
Pretty soon it's going to go back to rain, so you should just enjoy the winter weather that we didn't really get in Toronto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this year's winter has kind of sucked, in my opinion.
Well, it's not time for second winter yet.
There wasn't a first winter. Like we didn't have a first winter even. Like I think there was snow on the ground in Toronto for maybe like 2 weeks.
Oh.
So that question from Von Frank, actually, sorry, I shouldn't have ignored that like I did. That's more to the viewers, I think, than me and Star. But basically what he's talking about is, see how when I fly over to new buildings, it gives you some building information? That's for a question for when you guys visit the project, do you like when those kind of things come up? Or do you prefer not having it? I kind of agree with Chris. Like, it does get in the way a tad, but I also don't know of a better way to do it, which is why we have it like it is now.
Well, so the issue would be easily fixed if you hadn't given up on this side, and so you were building over here, that I was next to the Ritz.
What?
If you hadn't given up on building this side of the building, you wouldn't be having this issue.
They're talking about in general, you goat head. Is this elevated above like the other ones are, or is this even? This is even, okay. I would like to get at least all 4 walls done in the stream, but we're already at 2 hours, so I don't think that's going to happen. Let's see how long it is before Star quits. This needs to be more pointed. Oh, is that why? That makes sense. Okay. I was very confused as to why that wasn't working. Okay. Was that more pointed the way we need it? Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks better. Okay, cool. So that's done. All this is done. This is all done. So we're over to here.
9, 10, 12.
So all the sidewalk detail and stuff we will do when the building's done. We're only going to be working on the actual walls for now. Let's take a look at what we got so far all the way around. Got Star working away over here. So we'll keep going. I think, Star, you good to keep going?
Yep.
We'll keep going for now, and we'll see how we're looking at 4:30 and decide if we're going to go for the full 3 hours or if we're going to end it at the 2.5 hour mark. But I think we're making some good progress on this build. This is, it's I think a little more challenging than some of the builds of the past that we've done, and definitely more challenging than the Royal Alexandra Theatre. And I think it's also more challenging. Would you say this is more challenging than Spire? Star?
Yeah. There's just a lot more like geometry to this.
Did you you skip that class in school?
It has been many years since I've taken a geometry class.
Me too. But I think we're doing okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? You think it's coming out, like, for those of you who have seen this building in person? Are we doing it justice, or is the CBC gonna send us a cease and desist for building their building so badly?
Hmm?
Okay, good. We're doing okay. Excellent. What we'll do is actually, I don't think I've shared this before, but when once I'm done this sort of wall here, we'll take a quick break, and I will show you guys my favorite building in, oops, that's a mistake. My favorite building in the map so far. It's not going to be one you think. If anyone guesses it, I'd be extremely surprised.
That parking garage you built like 3 years ago.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely that parking garage. It took me 4 months to build. That was my favorite building.
This is just a massive crap.
Toronto Island would be an interesting place to build. Obviously, we can't right now for a little while because of that special project that we'll hopefully be able to talk about in about a month. My mouse died? Oh, my mouse almost died there. But I think Toronto Island might be a cool little side project we could do. I'm struggling with details that no one will ever see with this building. But I think that's.
You're here with the Building Toronto project.
I think this is the proper way to do it. Is like this. The Fairmont makes honey on the roof. Oh, I didn't know that. That's definitely something we can implement into a quest, I would think. Vaughn spent some time in the past few months trying to brainstorm some quest ideas, just to give you guys some more to do, and I have a feeling he's gonna like that idea. Obviously, Vaughn is here and can speak for himself, but I like the idea of potentially turning that into a quest. I think that'd be fun. There you go. Heard it here first. Vaughn likes it. I'm struggling with this glass on this bottom area. Struggling mightily. And it looks like there's still pillars. What are these pillars? They don't even line up with anything. Okay, so the pillars carry on, it looks like. So but are they structural? Like, are they in the glass? No. They don't look structural. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, at angles. Hell.
Star's getting angry, that means it's almost time to stop. It's gonna be kind of interesting. I guess that kind of does make sense, though. The decrease in... I almost think we shouldn't have done the decrease in height for the balcony, because the balcony increases in height, or the ground increases in height by 1 over here. But I think, like, if we go down to the end where the Sunset Grill is, there's a gap, so I don't think we really have a choice. So I think that'll be fine. That'll do. And then this sort of continues to go in until the Sunset Grill. By the time we get to the Sunset Grill on the corner, it's pretty far in the glass. Like when this goes in, I think it goes at least 3 or 4 like this. Like that. Like, where is it here? Here it's like this. Then there's the step down here. That. This weird, like, combined balconies thing is throwing me off.
It seems like a skill issue.
I can't help but notice having more progress than you, so I think you could worry about yourself.
Okay.
And this is how my most active builder quit, everyone. live here on the Building Toronto project.
Don't worry, I'm just over here intentionally butchering this this Boston pizza.
Actually, Boston Pizza is the people that remember that ad campaign we did, or the billboards we did for that John Street project?
Yeah.
One of the ads was for Boston Pizza.
Oh. I did not realize that.
Yeah. I'm almost certain. It wasn't like the one with the talk. It was DoorDash was the one with the pizza with the face. But is this glass the whole way? Yeah, the top is glass the whole way. I'm gonna change out some of the quartz, but the top is glass. So that's how that would be. And I'm wrong, the top is not glass the whole way. So it's glass to the first pillar, and then halfway past the pillar, and then it goes to wall. And that wall continues to maybe like 3 past this pillar here. So we'll do that like that. Go grab the diagonal wall. And that goes floor to ceiling. This. So just like that.
Oh, hell.
Oh no, what now?
I did a mess up.
Who hired this guy?
I'm goofed.
Why, what happened? How have you done goofed?
I just put the I put the doors where there very much are not doors.
I see. Skill issue is what you're saying.
It really is. You should fire me.
No, it's okay. In fact, I insist you stay to develop yourself further.
I need a performance improvement plan. Then there's doors. There are, in fact, many doors.
I think we're going to have trouble with the interior on this building.
Oh, definitely.
I'm hoping that we can somehow come across the floor plans for it, which might help us. I have an idea on how to potentially get those, but we'll see if it comes to fruition. So sidewalk details we will do after. Sorry, did you say Google them?
Steal them.
Steal them? No, that won't be our method. I can assure you we won't be stealing any blueprints. Yeah, the interiors are usually our most difficult task because Minecraft furniture is not the same as real world furniture. It was actually kind of
a comment about Minecraft Bedrock.
It was kind of interesting when we did. So a couple years ago, was it 2 years? Yeah, I guess it'd be 2 years ago this summer. We did a project for a marketing firm called John Street to celebrate their for their employees to celebrate the anniversary of the company. Because of COVID, they couldn't meet up in person, and so we built the one-to-one version of their office, which is just outside our building perimeter. Like if I fly south, like there's our building perimeter right here. So we built the one-to-one version of their office and also a 3-to-1 version. And so like you can see, like the one-to-one, we didn't build the entirety of the interior of their office, just like the first floor, and the one-to-one scale. But if you look, like they provide us with floor plans and images and all that kind of stuff. Like if you look at the 3-to-1 versus, or the one-to-one versus the 3-to-1, and you go and look at this, and what we could do with the furniture, like you can see the big difference, right? And I think that's the one limiting factor with our project. It's also every single one of these paintings is messed up now. Start.
That's fine.
So that's a method we won't be using anymore.
Literally, they're also. Yep.
So yeah, like you can see the difference, right? And we also pasted the one-to-one right across the street. But what we were able to do with 3-to-1 furniture, I think that's the big limiting factor with our project is, for interiors, we can't really, like, we do our best to build accurately, but it's so difficult because walls are one thick. Like walls in the real world aren't a meter thick, and chairs aren't a meter wide. So you're sort of stuck adapting. Usually, what that means is it means that we scale down the build to keep the theme of the build without having everything get messed up. Like if you look at the Royal Alexandra Theatre, which started the interior on, obviously there's not 1,244 seats in here like there is in the real theater, but the theme of the theater is there. Like this is how the theater would look, and there's like this sort of mechanical thing in the theater. Obviously the seat number is different because like how are we supposed to fit 1,200 seats in this tiny space? But that's sort of where what we do is when things don't fit properly, and it's weird sometimes. Like in Star, you can agree or disagree. I feel like sometimes everything fits perfectly. Like it's really strange.
Yeah.
But other times, I feel like there are times where it fits perfectly because the room has a lot more empty space, which obviously we can account for by just if we just reduce the amount of empty space, then obviously it helps with making things fit better. But when there's a lot of stuff in a compact area, that's where we run into a lot of trouble. So. So you guys are getting some goodies as I work on this. So the only exception to our to that rule was John Street, because John Street was a compensated project. We were compensated to do that event for them, that birthday event, to celebrate the anniversary of their company. Other than that, we only build off of the building interior. With one other exception that we can't talk about yet, because that project is ongoing. But hopefully that will be public soon, and we can talk about that. We thought it would have been public by now. It is not, but it is. We're almost there, so I'm excited to be able to share that with you guys once we're able to share it. Stop your laughing over there.
Said nothing.
I heard you laughing. It wasn't as noticeable as usual, but it was a low key laugh. A slight chuckle, not a full laugh that I've come to expect from my amazing jokes, but how often when you build with me, how often per building do you like contemplate your existence?
Normally just about once.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah. It's not like existential crisis.
Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, so that goes like that. Chris, I love. You don't need to say last question. I love questions. That's why I started streaming, is so that I could connect with you guys like on an immediate basis rather than later. But the answer is yes. You will keep that as long as you don't die. And the only way to die, I believe, right now. I mean, I advise against testing it, but I'm pretty sure the only way to die right now is to stand on a lava or on a magma block. But yeah, you keep inventory. The different quests that are scattered throughout the map all offer different rewards for doing them, with the purpose of basically, or with the intention of allowing the player to slowly develop an inventory that like lets them enjoy the project better. There are things on the map that we haven't really implemented yet, like there's like cars, like through a plugin, there's like cars and planes and helicopters and stuff. That the intention is eventually to make it so that players who have done a lot, like who have been very active on the project and exploring and doing all the quests, will eventually be able to purchase these things with in-game money that they can use to get around the map quicker. The planes probably won't be implemented for a while because I'd like to implement them once we have an airport, and the island airport is nowhere near being built, so. But the helicopters, in theory, you could land on a building and stuff. And then cars, there's cars, bikes, brooms, tanks,
When are we getting the Building Toronto housing update?
Which update is that?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Building Toronto housing update. Yeah, we're always adding more quests. You can see the quests on the dynamic map if you open that. All the quests are shown with the books in the city core. There's some ones. Did the other ones still show up? Start.
Want the map to talk about?
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's some ones outside the map perimeter. Those obviously are off limits for now. But the ones within the map perimeter, where everything's built up, there's all different rewards for them. Some of them are just heritage buildings. So there's every heritage building on the map has a, or not every heritage building. Eventually every heritage building will, but some heritage buildings have basically like a heritage point outside that tells you why the building is a historic building. So like those don't give a reward other than that you learn, which I guess is technically a reward, but not a reward that many people would jump for joy over, I guess is the right way to explain it. But the ones that have actually some sort of player-based like task that isn't just listening, picking up, getting a book, those quests, the player gets a reward. How's it going over there?
It's going.
I'm about to start the north wall. The west wall is... Sorry, the east wall is done.
Oh. I'm doing the ground wall.
The ground wall? What?
The section of the wall that connects to the ground.
Okay, on the west side. You're doing the west wall.
Yeah, but I've already done the top wall.
Well, no, it's not the whole thing. Oh, no. Oh, no. There's another angled wall on the west side, or on the north side. Can you check if the north side wall is angled the same way I don't think it is, the south wall is? Is there two angled walls? Does this also stick out? Oh my god, there's two angled walls.
Yes, it does.
It does angle the same way?
Oh no, the angles are different. But it angles a similar fashion.
Okay, well, we're obviously not going to be finishing this today. If there was any doubt at all, we have our answer. And the answer is it's not being finished today.
Yeah.
But we can at least... We'll start on the north wall and then see how it goes. All right, Chris, thanks for joining. We're going to be wrapping it up pretty shortly here. I think we'll probably stop in a few minutes, and then I'll show you guys. I told you I was going to show you guys my favorite build, so I'll stop then. But I'll basically stop building, show you guys my favorite build, and we'll call it a stream. But thank you, Chris, for joining. Really appreciate it, and hope to see you on future streams on the channel. So then this carries on along the bottom for 4 more. That's not it. Let's try that again. Oh, I did the exact same thing. There we go. Okay, so 4 more. And then at the 4th one, there's 4, and then it goes again. It's just there's a hole. The sidewalk's going to be quite the endeavor, I think, here. But we'll see. That's how we're going to do it. We're going to do it like this for now, temporary sidewalk, and then when the full sidewalk is... When we do the sidewalk details, that's obviously when we'll figure out how the sidewalk actually works. So, like that, and then now does this one go all the way up? Yes. And there's some sort of weird thing on the roof as well. So this one, the last one before the empty one goes all the way up. So we can copy that one over. Yes. And then the one after that, we can copy over as well, and then we'll just remove the two at the bottom. Just remove this. And we'll remove this. And then we got 3 full sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. 3 full sections like that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. And one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. And then we've got another angled glass business, and that angled glass business is 2 sections. Let's see if this fits properly. Hopefully it does. Otherwise we're gonna have problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It fits perfectly. Excellent. Okay. So. There's that. That's good. I mean, this has been a difficult build, but I think it's turning out pretty good. Like, the things are lining up. The floor interior is not going to be... I think the challenge with the interior is going to be finding what goes on the inside. Because, like, the floor is even all the way across, I think. Would you agree, Star?
They should be.
Yeah, like, I just...
If not, we've messed up.
No, like, I just finished rounding off the build. It's all even.
No.
So... We're not done, but we made some good progress. So, it is 4:30, and I said at 4:30 I'd show you guys my favorite build that I've done so far in the project. It's a very small build that's not actually done, but I'm really, really happy with how the exterior turned out. And it's a build that Star and I did together, part of Union Station technically, and that is the area over here where the UP Express is. I really like how the Skywalk turned out. I like how the UP Express looks. And I'm excited for it to be finished. So obviously it's not going to be finished for a while. There's a lot more to go, but this is my favorite thing on the project that I have built. And you guys get a look at Union as well as I fly around. So I think that is going to be it for today. I'm feeling, not gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty tired. Trying to just mentally tired, trying to figure out how to make everything work. But we've made some really good progress on. This is a very large build, so we'll probably work on it. I don't know. I don't know when the next Minecraft stream is going to be, but Star and I will probably work on this a bit off camera, if not fully off camera. The next time you see this building, it may be finished. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you to those who stuck around for however long you did. Obviously, 2.5 hours of time with me is time you can spend doing other things too. So I appreciate you guys spending the time with me and Star as we built. If you're looking for more Gamefruitpulp content, you can check the chat where Nightbot will share all the different Gamefruitpulp things that you can watch. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy it, be sure to hit that subscribe button just so that you can catch future content out on the channel. I don't only do live streams, I also do Minecraft shorts and some regular Minecraft videos, as well as some other stuff as well. So thanks everyone for taking the time to watch with me. If you're not subscribed, be sure to do so. And if you are subscribed and you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. These streams are viewable afterwards, so if you missed anything and you want to go back and watch, you can do that as well. And you can also share it with your friends if you think they might enjoy the content. Have them check it out, and they can watch the stream back if they would like to. So yeah, that's everything. Thanks guys so much for watching. We're gonna end it off here. Yeah, that's really it. Thank you guys. My name is Gamefruitpulp, and I will catch you all next time. Have a good one.